So it appears the Borders is now the border babysitter. Tom Homan's being sent up to Minneapolis to babysit everybody else up there. But that's what Trump always does, right? Trump never goes himself. He always sends somebody else to go do his dirty work. He's always done that, from real estate jobs to this shit now. So Homan, the $50,000 man, is headed up to Minneapolis to go babysit Kristi Noem and her degenerates known as ICE up there, violating people's rights and unaliving people with cameras all around them, and they don't care because all of a sudden now it was a dangerous weapon, according to Trump, Donnie, that Mr. Pretty had in his possession. A dangerous weapon. I guess more dangerous than the AR-15 that Kyle Rittenhouse, that was a 17-year-old boy who had no right even in the possession of that rifle. But yet, this was a very powerful gun. See, Trump's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. He's a demented populist, is what he is. He's somebody who doesn't really care for Republican or Democratic values. He just doesn't. He's kind of like a paper sailboat that's just going to float in any direction of which the waterway is going to make that paper boat sail. And that's what Donnie really is. He's the guy that if you want something done from him, you better make sure that you're either one of the first people who talks to him or one of the last people who talks to him for the day. Because if it's anybody in between, he's going to forget about it and you're fucking cooked. It's not going to happen. You might as well have burnt the cake, throw it back out and try again tomorrow. But let's hope you're earlier next time so that you don't burn your precious cake. And that's why people like Vladimir Putin make sure to be one of the last people to talk to Donnie, because they know that whatever they say is going to stick to him is just as long as it's one of the last things he's heard for the day. And he does that shit with a lot of things. He'll watch something and then he'll turn around and go, oh, we need to do that in America. That's a great idea from what I watched. Or somebody will tell him, like Stephen Miller or some batshit crazy delusional individual, and he'll believe it, and he'll come out and go out into a press conference and he'll start talking about crazy shit, and the reporters are sitting there looking at each other like, what is this guy talking about? Like, is he being serious right now or is he trolling? But yet his supporters will sit there and they'll make excuses for it. Like, oh, he was just trolling. He just, he's a funny guy. And a lot of this shit he says is not really funny. It's dangerous rhetoric and propaganda, as you can see of what's going on in Minneapolis. But now it's dangerous guns. That's right. It's dangerous guns. So it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. This is not a precedent that you want to set in this country. And I don't care if you hate guns, you love guns. It's not all about just the Second Amendment. Don't forget that. Because if they know they can start taking away parts of the Second Amendment, First Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment, which a lot of people don't even know what a Fourth Amendment is. Go look it up and educate yourself if you don't know. Or even the Third Amendment, they don't know what that is. So those are very important things that you should look up if you don't already know. Because these things could go right out the window with the whole notion of oh, they're domestic terrorists. They're a threat to the country because we don't agree with what they say. Their protests now are no longer protests. Their protests now are riots in the eyes of us and the people that we deceive on a daily basis. And this could go both ways. Not just a Republican doing this to Democrats, but a Democrat doing this to Republicans. And is this really what we want America to become? Just all vitriol like they do in a lot of these banana republics where they're literally one leader would be in the office, next time he's another leader comes in, this past leader goes to jail, on, and it's just like a vicious circle of this happening all the time. I don't think we want that start happening in America, to where we literally just start locking up everybody we don't agree with. That's not how the founding fathers sent it up. And that's why they also put in checks and balances, because they knew somebody like Donald Trump, a tyrant, a wannabe dictator, would come into office. So they set it up to where there's three branches of governments that could always override what a dictator or tyrant was trying to change. Let's hope that the three branches of government still stand up. Let's all be peaceful. There's no need for violence. That's what they want. They want martial law. They want to lock everybody down. That's not what America's about, guys. We're better than that. So anyhow, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. It helps out a lot. And like always, I'll see you later, and take care of yourself and each other. Bye.